bring the attention to in the truth, ultimate truth, and emptiness. Or Agad saw the phenomena. So the second second one, the defected view, that's my own translation. Defected view. So anything what appeared to you before, it is a total opposite to that. Emptiness. Totally emptiness of that. Or appear to you as something real. From there, and then you see that way, you believe in that way. So that's one, us, such like myself, the ordinary beings who haven't realized emptiness, that's the total hallucination that life will live in. It's like a taken drug, or you have taken some plants or something, drugs or something that hallucinates you. Like that. Our whole life has been like that. But we don't recognize. We don't recognize until you realize the emptiness. That's what I mean. For study, of course, he has some good idea. Then really, then when you realize the emptiness, well, then that time you see. Live in a hallucination. You do everything in the hallucination. Bad and good. So you see, like that. So now, the one before star in the daytime, the dead star, but totally sunbeam, you see, because so strong, so you can't see the star. So there's emptiness, but you see, because hallucination, projected, decorated, truly exists, view of truly existence, projected or decorated by the negative imprint left on your mental continuum by the past ignorance. So because that, you see, then you don't, so it doesn't appear, don't see. So what appears total opposite to what you see is that one. So which doesn't exist in reality. Okay, so defective view, then okay. So we meditate on that, the first one, emptiness. Then now here, the false view. Yourself, real I, what appears to you, then you see that way. Wrong belief, wrong seeing. And then as well as aggregates all the phenomena, samsara nirvana, samsara enlightenment, health, samsara nirvana, happiness, problem, everyday life. Yeah, something real from there, and then then appear, then you don't understand it, hallucination, so you believe it. You see in that way, you believe it. So like that. Okay, that's it. I think Bottom, so that gives an example then. It exists by dependent rising shores, dependent cause conditions, and then it exists. Then like that, all the phenomena. Oh, that's enough. dedication. So as I been speaking in the past, the three types of kindness, or the past, present, future happiness, every single happiness, even the happiness, the dream, and after enlightenment, all we received from every helping Sangha, every animal, every human being, every person. So every ant, every mosquito, every snake, mouse, and then so every tiniest insect that you can't see with the eye, but can see through machine, all that. So all that, the numberless human beings, numberless sura beings, numberless asura, we receive from everyone. All the every comfort and every so then that and then being mother and kindness for contained in the four outlines in the kindness of mother on the case give the body the human body to practice Dharma, then so that beginners birth and protect your life from hundreds of obstacles and danger of life, and protect it each day. So when you're born to her, or to the mother, and, in the womb and outside in the numberless times from beginning to report, and every sentiment did that too. And first kindness, second kindness, third kindness, and then when you're born to them, then they bear so much hardships, so much hardships. And that's one example is the bird after you are conceived in your in the womb, the bird, mother bird, then she makes the nest, you see, and then very soft. So the inside the nest also very outside, that means rough, or inside like another plant, another more fine, soft, the layout. Then, wow! Then again, after you come out, then you keep it with the wings warm. Until you do that until you fly away. So like that. Then you see. Then she goes every day far to get food, to find food. Food is not usually you see. It's worms and insects. So many times a daytime, every day. So how much. So how much negative karma mother has to create to take care of you, to feed you. So all the time that you see, Lama Chopa, can't imagine feed you, create negative karma. Then you see, not just negative karma, but you see, then they have to suffer. By killing each one, then they have to suffer for 500 lifetimes. That is when you're born human being. Then result similar to the cause, and then suffering similar to the cause, 500 lifetimes. But then it is in one text it is mentioned rapid result in the both the lower realm of hell, that is one even, it says. So that's another length of time, you know. But this 5 lifetime, that's when you're born a human being, doesn't do not good karma. Just by killing one insect. That's by killing one sentient being. So they have to kill so many of them. I remember, Papa, then they feed you up, I heard one bird, I don't know the name of the bird, but if without need to without need to make a nest, so you look for other birds' nest, then you push the other egg out. You push the other egg out, then you lay your egg. And I think there's other bird. Then keep warm, but doesn't recognize from beginning. And then afterwards, then come out. Then afterwards come out. Then they're different. Different. But I think that bird, different one, is the mother, or the mother is the mother. The other bird was the mother, so the mother. That one is that child which looks, kind of different. Oh, that one is the mother. I'm not sure. Something is at the end. That's what happens. Wow. That's a different karma. Can imagine. Lama so that's not just one time. Every sentient being did your mother numberless times, and being mother animal time numberless times. Being birds, those different birds numberless times in the past life. Being mother to you, but they create so much unbelievable karma. Just one example. Wow, what's a negative karma? So that, or like that, all that sentence being did to you, being mother, and because of you are fed like that every day, many times the mother went to look for insects, worms, and then like that. So can you imagine numberless times. Wow. So yeah. So the eagles you see how they get the food is those goats, mountain goats, they're quite big, and mountain goats very high. They live in the mountain. I don't know. They have a karma to walk on the rock like this, but they have karma. They can walk. They have karma that you see. They can walk. Rocks like that. Then I don't know how they find food. Something leaking on the rock. I don't know. So anyway, So then the eagles, when they see, so what they do, then they come to where the goats are, then they come there, they push the goat, the mountain goat, they push then they fall down. Many stories fall down, then goes on the earth, or on side of the mountain, they fall down, but not dead, of course. Then, of course, you couldn't get her afterwards. Then the eagle comes, I don't know, probably, maybe it takes out the eye, I'm not sure. That was, so that makes it to not run away or something. And then, so they stay with it. I don't know, Africa or somewhere, even they try for human beings. They were trying to that. One place, even they do the human beings. So anyway, all like that. So they then human being mad, I mean, to go in the West is, I mean, 9 months in the stomach and take care, and then unbelievable pain going out, coming out of the room, then so much there. Then taking care of, dedicate their life. They both parents, then the father make money working outside, and then mother look after the baby, and sort of both of them, they take care of us. So in the West, and they be hardships, the kind of unbelievable. So baby side is nothing that's pipi kaka, so the mother has to clean, or mother, or hire, or the hire another person to take care of. So like that, and they go to work. Anyway, so like that, you see, and the was the motivation, attachment, 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 day and night all the time. Whatever they do, it's usually is attachment. So basically, so all the actions become need karma. Completely day and night, whatever they do. So there's no bodhicitta, there's no that you see, without attachment, see. Unconditioned loving kindness. So there's a conditional loving kindness. However, then because you have the college, school, college, university, they have to work so hard, to make the money, to spend the money for education, for living, for education, all so hard. So create also hard one thing, but it's all so. To feel compassion is so that all become negative karma, because the motivation, attachment, that's attachment. So common. I mean, others are the holy beings is different. In the bodhicitta and so that the holy beings is different. The mother, father is holy being, they're different. But otherwise, just ordinary being like that. So they have to train the grammar all day and night for you. So many years. So until you get a degree from the university, I'm not sure. Yeah, in the West, particularly in the West, something like that. Anyway, so then the question, the other kindness, as I mentioned, all the comfort by living in the house, protection, and all that, you see, by living in the house, then also the food, so there's, laying the foundation of this, many sentient beings have to kill, and then the food is many sentient beings have to kill, and that will suffer food. Then the clothing's. But no question about the skin, animal skin cloth. No question about killing them, suffering, awful suffering. Killing with a weapon, knife or things like that. Water, pen. So then, even not cloth, even not animal skin, but then those come from outside the trees or other trees. Then again, that so many animals, by the way, they killed the insects. Like the silk cloth, and so they silk put in the hot water and came from their body. And, anyway, so like that. So, from beginning it's about the kindness. So therefore now, so you are totally responsible to repay kindness, then free them from oceans of samsara suffering, and the cause delete karma. So totally responsible to free them from oceans of samsara suffering and to bring them to enlightenment by yourself. And then that for that to be able to perfectly, even arthas, karathas cannot do perfect work to sentient beings. So didn't achieve only sins, so still make mistakes. So therefore needed to achieve only sins. Then even that, then you need to achieve as quick as possible, because the practice mind, Maya Sutra, then achieving enlightenment, but you have to collect merit, wisdom, virtue, or 300 crayons, and then so they were to enlighten the sentient beings in one life. Then you have to practice Tantra, the law of Tantra. Then you can achieve enlightenment in one lifetime. But at the beginning, you see, you achieve a immortal life, or you achieve long life. So 1,000 years, so like that, then you can achieve enlightenment in one life. But since even that is too long, since the beings have to suffer for so long, so can't stand, so much unbearable compassion. So therefore, then Buddha has to reveal the highest Tantra. In the Tantra that has greatest skill, as well as all that, wisdom. They got clear light, so that you can or then by realize emptiness, then you can all that, then you can achieve enlightenment in a brief lifetime or degenerated time with some number of years. Or then so that or then the Lama Chopa, this Guru Puja has or then by practicing this, then this, or this is the main thing, or it's contained part of what is contained in this, then you practice, this happens. So then especially here, the practice that's because I combined the 3 deities, Yamantaka Jara Sambara, Yamantaka Kuya Samata Jara Sambara, without separation, those 3 deities, such as the Lama Chopa practice, or then even the Kuga, then as the Atama, even Mahanutara, Yatantra, even Kuga, then those, or then just so there. So therefore, we are extremely fortunate to have an opportunity to even recite prayer and to leave the positive imprint in the mind to quickly achieve to achieve enlightenment. Also like that. So then you have to go through the commentary and because Lama Chopa mentioned that in the hymns of the experience of the Lamrin Gurma, hymns of the experience of the Lama Chopa's experience of the gradual path to enlightenment. Then laboratory Tawani, Lamden Shin, Tamba Bebe, Sandan Juve, Sushi Temaro, Tona Sogachi and Medonwa, Kachin Juve, Cheve, Neverche, Jijan Lamin, Yamlen, Tatarche, other. Lamatonga wrote, as the yogi practice this way, so I seek and beg, I seek or I beg. You who are seeking liberation also practice this way. He wrote all that. So we recite, when I will recite, you the Venerable Akasara, Jitsuname, perfect Guru, practice this way, that way, and I the seeker of the yoga, the seeker of the liberation, going to practice this way. So seek as a I who seek liberation and beg as well, seek to practice this way. So like that we started. So what they're saying is then came the then the language with Zawani, so the well-ranging the dependent arising, then till well-ranging the root of well-ranging the dependent arising, with much effort, then follow the Guru correctly with thought and action. So therefore, I use the following correctly the word to the friend. So I translate that. Not only devotion. Devotion is only mind. So sometimes so the way of following the Guru is with the thought and action. So then action bodies to mind. So with devotions, looking at Buddha. By looking at the Buddha, train the mind in that with the continual purification and collecting incidents and merits. Then mind looking at Buddha with the quotations and trying to prove that. Then mind become devotion, effortless devotion. Before the effort, then you see Buddha. Before the effortless devotion, then afterwards effortless devotion become effortless. Without you don't need to think the reason, which just naturally you have a devotion, seeing that is Buddha. So as a result, so then you need to be stabilized, and so sometimes duress, then you are able to, without any difficulties, like Naropa did to 9-story tower built by himself alone, or like that Naropa bear the 12 great hardships and 12 small hardships. What the Naropa advises, Guru Naropa, then he made him to be enlightened. So. So like that, 12 great hardships. Each time I almost died. Then the Lord came. I can revive. I can become okay. So each time the Lord came and blessed. So like that. Each time I almost died. So like that. When one time yes, 12 great 12 smarts. There was an example, just one family in the house. There's a soup, made cooked in the pot. Then Naropa said, "You go there, immediately grab that and bring out." So Naropa, without any doubt, he just immediately went and then brought that pot with the soup inside, boiling there. But then I think the people beat him, and so I must passing by. Then the Lord came again, blessed him, so it went all right. So one time there was a marriage happening, wedding, and then the Lord was sent to go there, and the wife's the priest go up and rub then the Naropa went immediately did that, and then all the people beat him so much. So actually, I think all there's 12 degree hardships. All those are purification. There's Naropa's purifying, so that without taking much time to enlighten Naropa quickly, for that reason. So, yeah. So of course, if that is nowadays, if that is done, then the Guru is next hour in the prison, or killed, or in prison. So anyway, so then Telo came, blessed him. Then okay, so that. Did everything, whatever words came out, the immediately without any doubt, immediately went to read. So that you see. So then, yes, then could achieve enlightenment. So so special disciple and special guru are perfect disciple, perfect guru. Be able to bear all hardships, what the Guru said, and like that, you see. So the action is fulfilling Guru's wishes and the advice, and with the body, spirit, mind. So with action, so by seeing Buddha, having devotion, stable devotion, effortless devotion, seeing that Buddha appearing and seeing that Buddha, then you see, as Deputy Children said, then you see. No difficulties, so easy, any hardships, whatever you have to do. I mean, mind is so, because you can see the benefits, so happy to just run to it. So, Deputy Second Dalisang, this great yogi who achieved enlightenment. They past life become Geshe, and then after they become Geshe, so we achieved enlightenment. Then the next incarnation, then escaped from Tibet, and I think did all the Geshes. I think then lived in Nepal, the monastery. Swayambhunath, so he came. There's a monastery, Gilupa monastery near Stupa, Bodh Stupa, Kiron Samdeling, and so we came from Bhaktha, Lama and myself. We stayed in that monastery. Little less than a year, I think. So the monastery one day, that's my first new name, my life. So the monks, benefactor is Nyenamba, Topa, Nyenamba, near Nepal, from Tibet, in Nepal. So yes, he wanted to invite Chodo Rinpoche, who would practice most secret Haikiwa as his main deity. So, but that's because Nyingma deity. So they monks, they think is not clean, not clean. So that's a Nyingma practice. and the monks they're saying he's not clean, and like that, you see, and they don't want him to give Mahayana precepts. And next day when the Nyungne starts, they didn't want. So they wanted to secondary Chang and give them Mahayana precepts. So what happened was monks, I think they did what they want. So secondary Chang came, and we were sitting on this. It wasn't on throne. We were sitting on the where the monks sit, the bank on the seat, and the secondary Chang was sitting there on the same monk's seat. I didn't sit on the. I don't know what happened. Not on the throne. I don't know what happened. So I sat there, and he brought text. He brought text. Then he opened the text. I think Edmund Precepts text. Opened the text. Then he said, if you want to practice Dharma, then there's a kaka. No, it's a hot kaka. One much I don't remember. There's a kaka there. Guru says, you lick that kaka, then you are able to immediately go there, lick the kaka, and which did like dog eat food, like dog licking. I mean, which didn't say dog, but I'm just saying, which is hala. So go there immediately and able to lick the kaka. If you want to practice Dharma, this is how to practice Dharma. He said that, nothing else. He said that, and he closed the text and left. So that is a yogi. You can't expect life to the normal way. Therefore I regard Guru. Because anyway, Rinpoche didn't do normal way, but if that advice is unbelievable, sentient advice. So to follow Guru, it's straight, teaching straight from the heart to heart, and so that's short, few words, just very essential advice. So I regard Guru Rinpoche. So I told the incarnation, second Dutch incarnation, he lived the same monastery. He started in the Gate monastery, long time ago. So I told him my story. He comes to see sometimes so here he says he is not fear to see his holiness, because I think an enlightened being, of course, they will not fear to see his holiness. So I think like that, and he talked about it. Was very qualified to do wrathful 5 pujas. Wrathful. They have different wrathful pujas. So that means you have to hook the evil spirits and transfer their conscience in Pure Land, things like that involved. So she said, no fear. So anyway, so that means it proves enlightened. So anyway, sorry. Samdang Chue Suji Tenpa Yin, Lamdang Xingye Tenpa Beba Yin, Samdang Chue Suji Tenpa Yin. By seeing that correctly, you're following with the thought and action. So with it, having the effortless devotion, realization, seeing the Buddha, then whatever you have to do, no worry at all. Extremely happy to do, to immediately to run to it, so like that. Taught the action follow Guru correctly with the action. Sometimes jure suji tembaru correctly following tembaru. So the suga chemito, even you cause life danger, you don't give a guru. You don't give a guru. And I read the the great yoga what he mentioned. I told you, I explained to you that. Even all sentient beings have no connection to you. Break the connection, but you didn't break the connection with Guru. That's so then you see, and from there everything happens, enlightenment, everything. But even the all sentient beings become your relative or your friend, but break the connection with Guru, Samaya, then what is the use? What is the nothing? It's I mean, what is only suffering, but nothing. No, yeah. Yeah, I mentioned that already. So, on like that, you see, even cause life danger, then would not given Guru. Here, you understand. Oh, that's one thing, you see. Even cause in the 6th century, you got this. In the 6th century, you got the same prayer like that. In the wrong version, there's. Even cause life danger. Oh, yeah, you have to know that. Oh, cause life danger to you. Cause life danger to you. Not giving up Guru. Then you follow exactly the advice. You please the Guru by the offering of the following the advice exactly. Lama Chopa said, I the yogi practice this way. So you who is seeking liberation practice this way. So using himself as example, then telling us, you see, practice all like that. Oh, that in the 6th century, long session yoga, you know, sublime general realizations, all the realizations, it follows correctly, relying on you, correctly following you. It follows that. It's even common sublime realization, correctly following you, because relying on you, following you. When you see them, turn as by seeing that, then you give up even your body and the life. Oh, you see, you follow the Guru, even cause like that, so you give up. And then, may I able to, please bless me only to, please bless me to achieve only pleasing you. That's you see the end of the first 2 to 3 times the 6th year, or the end prayer there, or before the Guru observing to your heart, or so all of that. Oh, those things have to pay attention. Now, blah blah people. There's some people blah 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 blah. Then you know that totally opposite to this prayer. You know how you're going to do your 16 yoga? No way, no way. As I told you, no way to the refuge. Even very beginning, refuge is blocked. Yes, I told you. So it depends on what you do. After receiving initiation teachings, then you say, then you see some, you see a pure, or see some mistakes. Well, make like mountains, or make the huge like mountains. Then it's telling the world, and then then it's yoga. You see, well, even join the refuge, how do you think of refuge? No way. Blocked, and then no way, this all these prayers, so now I don't know how you think. There's no way through these prayers. So okay, so like that. That's so sorry. Well, you see, I'm very sorry that, this root path to enlightenment is the correctly following virtuous friend is the root of the path to enlightenment. Okay, so the Lamrim, and then particularly the Tantra practice, Lama Chopa, that which makes it to achieve enlightenment in a brief lifetime or less than time, quickest to achieve enlightenment, quickest if you practice that correctly. So, because that place of the Buddha, Lama Chopa means, so of course the subject is involved in that. So, sorry. You see, it's very difficult to mention, very difficult to talk, to teach that, because it becomes because it looks like advertising yourself as Buddha. Because it becomes advertising yourself as Buddha, you see. So it's very, very difficult to talk about that. And I think I heard many cases at the center don't talk much about Guru devotion. So I heard that. So anyway, so it becomes like that. So it's like kaka. Kaka is gold. You see, advertising this kaka is gold. Like that. So very sorry that it becomes like that. You see. You see. So therefore, to explain that well, I don't have compassion, but I think it needs compassion to explain that. It was very dangerous, very, very dangerous subject. Very dangerous, but the most you understand. You understand how it is most important subject to know, especially to the Lama Chopa. You have to know that. Otherwise, you got to go to practice Lama Chopa. Just using drums, bells, and then that just become Lama Chopa. Just that chanting. So, you need to develop the devotion, effortful devotion first, the second effortless devotion, all that. Oh, that's, you see, so it's not easy. So you need the compassion, caring others. You need that. So that's a great danger if you're not careful. I'm not saying I have compassion, no way. So like that. Okay. Oh. Okay, just a little long. Question. Yeah. Huh? You got clear where it stopped?
I thought Rinpoche finished on page 6 in this text.
Yeah.
Backside of the page 6.
Yeah. So I told Libelung, then okay. because a bit long at the beginning. Yang tu jo ne jinga ten to che de song ta ma jiga ne nam de na de be be ma de me ni me de be sa me de jo tan de zhen zhen xi zuo la la me na zhou di nian nian zuo lang wa na tang bo ni de xing de me da ma de me ni me na zhe ge na me ne che de de me de na ma la so zuo de be zhe ge ma de zhe la ma de zhe ba la ga xian zhuo xin de zhe bu zhe da de de le nga zhe jie nie ba du gong de song de ba zhi de 친제 메제베 좀 세면 게 제시가 되고 좀 잡아라마다 하베라 임도 제자들 알람이 인도 섬에가 노려 담도 저 자자와 다니 진도 보다가 그냥 잡아도 롱아니 고당도 점에 저도 기베가만 저대 나서서 이주데 보서 상세가 니고다 선제가 돈도 도마고만 니주다만 또 미리다 무슨 담자보다 청아제 두주가 될래라 전주보다 동안에는 먼저 런도 잡아로 Chila Chuba Tabakajo Nibacha Jim Lama Tamba Tin to down to the Unesco Dember Tete Soa Deba Soa Tabacha, so Tabaka to the Rebecca Wacheva, the Chatham Sang Tabaka George move around the large children, Chicatawata and Toma, the Vesamer and the image. Sung charge na some what the nature to number Suji Buddha, Chia Lama Young over the Namanica, Habela, the image of a sort of nature good Jim. After the June, so we chicken in the Tanamakam, Lamada, Habela, image that's what they could not need you to avoid. So they also got automatic to Lamana agreement and then you might have an elevation to Jungjin. Such a guy, me joined the element of Jukum, and Lama, some during yet Amalaka concentration to Java, what you do much in the Asia. Shabbat Chinjim to sing about the Junta, someone be eating in the Eleva to Tabaka in the Timbe. Kobanga Javanama Yella to Ganes, Lambat, Juganeta, and Malachi, and Tambat, and the large Joel and Nation Solo. Kenaje Tamaje Tibet and Lebanon, so Tabetamanga, Chabatago, yet to Jambe Kayam, La Trish, and Yamano, watching it about June, the Angola, the Chagabit, Lama Tendot and a Pondo, Lama Tendot and a Pondo, Sumba, Majamatan. Came with the Majon to Basic Dimension. Come the young culture, I think it was on. So get them, but check what I say. Lamatan is the Pondo, yes, someone said, Kacheka said, when you start to follow the Guru, then there's a danger when you make connection as a Guru, then that time also there's a danger to give out the Guru. So something don't like about the Guru, or you think they're so selfish or so angry or this, that, you know, and the Guru doesn't do what you want, and so, yeah. So when you follow the Guru, there's also danger to give up the Guru. So many people who don't know, about Lamdram, who don't know particularly the singing dance of correct, following how to follow the correct Guru. But then you see, then you take teaching, initiation, all that. Then the Guru does something you don't like, and then give up. You give up, then follow someone else. As long as the Guru does something, make your mind happy, or your attachment to your selfish mind or something. And then there's something opposite to your selfish mind, your attachment, something. Then you give up that. You give it, then you follow somebody else. Then the same thing again you do the same thing. Then what he does when you find something to opposite to your wishes, they give up there. So it's like restaurant. You rest and you are trying different food in the restaurant. So like that, tasting food, it's like that. So it says here, that without knowing how to follow the Guru, if you follow the Guru without knowing, then you see, you will get great loss. Then rather than profit, you will get great loss. Then so much the heaviest negative karma you collect, more than negative karma, heaviest negative karma. Much heavier than killing father, mother, causing blood with a disharmony among the Sangha. So, so much heavier than that. Because even you do that, still you can purify, you can achieve enlightenment in one life. So the other one, build let Guru, brought somebody with the build let Guru, and criticize Guru, give up the Guru. That's the heaviest thing. So it's cannot achieve enlightenment in life. Not only that, but then so so many eons cannot achieve, cannot find Guru. Cannot find Guru. It's like another example. His Holiness living down Singapore for many years, for so long, and you see, now there's some more. Now there's many Indians come. So it started some years ago. It's like the Western. It's like Buddhism happened in the West, and then many young people are kind of there. I mean, it began with the taking drugs. At the beginning, their mind is opened by taking drugs, and then through that, many young people, and the mind can travel with our body. So then able to understand and all that, and then they start to take interest in Buddhism. And also many people come for join Hindu according to their karma. Some Hindu begin to enter Buddhism. Some maybe it's Buddhism, but maybe then afterwards give up, then nothing, all like that. So anyway, what is it? So so now the Indians, I think they only kept teaching near the Saravasti, where Buddha did 25 years, lived there. So 5 years somewhere else in the nearby, but I think 20 years one place. You can see the place where Buddha, all the different rooms. So that, sorry, you see the, not the room, but the foundation. Then that time, because the government helped, and that state government helped, able to offer food from private office, and then government water, or amazing, able to help during those teaching. I think how many, 3, 4 days, 5 days, I'm not sure. I was not there, so many Indians came. I don't know how many came. A huge number. So then I think I heard each year going to happen. It just happened only some years ago. Sort of walking up from at Tushita. When I was there, then last 2 times or something, then 25 Indians come in the Catholic course. The next course also 25 new 25 Indians or something like that. Also, each course from Bombay, from everywhere coming near, down below where there's a butter, you can way down there, from everywhere they come. When I not so much I did teach, I just from the house I meet the people outside, then I talk. They are young people. They just finished university, and so their minds opened. They heard Nagarjuna, all those things in the past in the university. And so, talking about karma, reincarnation, yeah, for them it's a kind of, yes, normal thing. But then the people from, not Argentina, in Damsala backside, there's a whole village that's many people from there, huh? Israel. Many Israel people comes, so they have to wait. The Indians have to wait. They have patience because the Israelis, difficult for the Western people to understand, to learn. So it takes time. The Indians have the patience, and so it's like that. It seems. So sometimes I speak outside, one time entered the course and just outside and to thank to them. so it's like that. Amazing. It's like walking. They come and wake up. So anyway, before long, it's only 7 times for long. They keep teaching Western people from New York, Boston, from very far. There's so much expenses and crossing ocean and so much expenses. Come there themselves to teaching. But the Indians there, you see, his sons always live there. But they keep teaching, but they don't come. You see, for many years they don't come. So like that, for example, it's there, but they don't come true. So, example like that. It's like doesn't exist in their place. No virtual friend exists, and so like that. So okay, so yeah. So therefore the Shingetime Chopa about the foreign guru didn't acknowledge. But this is most important than anything else. Think it to me, now is the root of all the happiness after enlightenment. Share Sungsa. Tamba de Namajudin Richna Sunde Judicial Leviting the Mao Namata, where someone on the China, Tajatamana, Suji, the song, looking at Shemitim, Tamjitam Jigan, living at Tamzella, Tamdo, Chavada Lama, La Bella, maybe Najuganala, someone to Namatomasola. Jabatangati Kunta one about someone to what the Jim Jilla. It's a Jew to Tamadina, that's also Jam, Tadrota, Suchi, to Yetam, the vegetable, Rando Yetom, you was in the Jawara, the Samajatro, and the Shigutu was Sungbe, Lamena Jutumami, Batini, and the one Chiku to Chip and the Ship Sunday. Toma Lama Lamating at the Lord and Lama to the tent or Lamatalabala immediately. Lamiku, Jinguru Kumru, that's what they can eat over to the Lama, don't draw over an image. Lamrim and Jugula Namano Sawasunja, Kuna Mangway, Jini, Martin, Duna Lama and the Rebecca Chicken, Totoro, that time, Jeba getting into singing about the Magata to Guinea, Lama singing to Jijak, young to the Sungjang. Sanjay Jedu Joran, Jawatan, the Vatabai, the second Ravata, Kalan, Vatim, Batjela, Sanjay Jijo, was somebody, Shan Lama, Sangaton, Vatigam, Sanganamatoka, Sumba, Maton La, yeah, that's right, yeah. So, that's it. Sashi, Beji, Jaman, Dodama, the Raleigh, the Jambate, Sanjay Jim,
Chokum Namda Shinglam Chopara Show
Jabarai Show
Idam Guru Ratna Mendala
Kanya Taya Mi. Did all the past, the best, and future marriage to collected by me, third eye marriage to collected by numberless sentient, numberless Buddhas. Then, may the Bodhicitta, which is source of all the happiness, success, after enlightenment for oneself, for every sentient being, may it be generated driven from the heart, in the heart of all the sentient beings, with the Delim second, then may it be, those who have a general Bodhicitta may it be increased. Okay, then may it be increased, particularly in this world. Then particularly the general Bodhicitta in the heart or the sentient beings in Singapore, and then particularly in the heart of all the people who come to the ABC in the past, now, in the future, or in all the past, the present, future stops. All the Bodhicitta to be generated in all their heart. Then the Bodhicitta to be generated in the heart of all the students, without delay a second. And then the Bodhicitta to be generated in the heart of in every lower helpings achieving enlightenment, and Bodhicitta to be generated in the heart of all the hungry gods, achieving enlightenment as possible. And may the Bodhicitta to be generated in the heart of all the animals, achieving enlightenment as possible. May the Bodhicitta to be generated in the heart of all the human beings, and achieving enlightenment as possible. May the Bodhicitta be generated in the heart of all the suras, asuras, demonstrating all that. And the metta katsura Bodhicitta, all sentient beings, even insects, all the Bodhicitta who sentient beings who see you, who touch you, who remember you, then the katsura, all that. So the Bodhicitta to be generated in all their heart and achieving enlightenment quickly. And Bodhicitta whom sentient beings whom you see, whom you see, all that. You touch on you, to all those sentient beings, we remember all the sentient beings, the Bodhicitta be generated, and those who see you, dreams you, and who hears you, dreams you, who see portraits, and may they all generate Bodhicitta, achieving enlightenment possible. I then due to Oi Janjo Senjo Rinpoche Mate Bana Jiju Java Nyamba Meba Kone Gondo Bewa Sho. To realize emptiness. Tonye konde rache don tame ba ta junde tende luwa me ba ni pensa kame troso chawa yelo to konde tawara jinjil. Please dedicate also your parents or your family who dead or died. Could be, never know, could be in hell, realm, hunger gods, and all human beings. But have to free samsara quickly, free from samsara as quick as possible, then achieving enlightenment. How's about that? Okay. All that. Tara Kundu Jawa
Songa pe te cho shene nu so ze pe tu
Jawa Nabe Alanta Dine La Geje Tanya Doba Majo Mejon, spiritual Lama Chopa, Mejon, Namdarata, Mejon,
Lachen, Yose,
Chabe, Nindo, Chedato, Chokirin, Namjo,
Chelo, Sang, Yowe, Tendan,
Jawara, Bandela me andamba tawala geje sabyang lota mi ke jin jin la to
Mugo ki
la me jin la sam la did all the past, present, future. There's verses, his own, but I remember for the praying for the world. All the past, did all the past, the best, future, I had to go live with the time, I had to go live with numberless Buddhas, Meti, Kasuri. The wars now, future to be started immediately, all the famines, disease, dangers of fire, water, air, earth, or the landslide, all the problems, and all the global problems, and the weather became too hot, water became too cold. All the people died, so difficult was non-human beings and human beings. That's what ice melt down, oceans increase, and that and destroy the cities near the beach and all that. It already happened when the times all this to be stopped, and may the perfect peace, happiness prevailed in everyone's heart by generating love and kindness, compassion, thought, both the Jedi in one's heart to happen that. To happen that. And then when the sentient beings from where there is a peace, happiness, that's Buddha Dharma may last long time and spread in all directions. May the sentient being Buddha Dharma achieving happiness as possible. Then may I do all those merits collected by me, collected by numberless and numberless Buddhas in 3 times. May I fulfill all the wishes of a sentient being more than which you can do. May I fulfill all the hopes of the sentient beings more than which you can tree. So, very important prayer that. So, if you pray like that, then you can help many people. So you become like that. So you see, by talking, you have to help them. Yeah, with the Buddhist divine, you can help many people. You see, so it helps them to solve their problems and things. So it's very good. So naturally it helps. Whatever you do, this it has become very helpful sentiment. So solve the problems. That's. Then the big one, to free them from samsara, related karma, so bring the thing. Then the guy did all the past, the best and better marriage to collect the marriage to collect by numberless and the main numberless Buddha, which do not, it appears existing from them, real, but do not exist from its own side at all. Only exists in the man. To that matter, I who do not exist from its own side at all. What's that? It says the mere name. Achieve the Buddhahood, which do not exist from its own side at all. What's that? It says the mere name. Then lead all the sentient beings who do not exist from its own side. At all, because it exists in man. Then achieved Buddhahood, which do not exist from its own side at all, only exists in man. And by myself alone, who do not exist from its own side at all, because it exists in only mere name. So this is the middle way view, and this way is the middle way view, devoid of true extreme nihilism, eternalism. Correct.
Sangha Chosun Nambara Pewana Ki
Jetsama Shiva Tatu Jamala Sama Sho Tata Shinga Tu Santan Deve Suni
Nati Migyo
Ola Santa Vaya Tabayu Repan